All right, I think I'm live. Wait for people to trickle in. Sound off if you're in here. Got my pop-out chat going. Google Hangout is going. Pop up my list of things I want to talk about. It's like there's 9 people out there. Hey, Cobra Kyle. What's up, man? Let's see. Saw your all-white fat bike you got. You might have had it for a while. It's the first I've seen it, though. What's up, Chris? How's it going? Will I see you this weekend? Will I see you tomorrow? Crashing Dad, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? Got a bunch of people in here. Dad Bod Biker. Want to ride bikes? The Smaz. Michael Richardson. I need to make this text bigger so I'm not squinting because my vision is terrible. Chris, you won't be at the race. You should come up and just hang out. It is $35 for the weekend just to hang out, but I'm pretty sure that you'll get to ride the trails all day tomorrow and all day Saturday. And yeah, I think you'll probably also get some beer, maybe some food. Richie Nick, what's up, bud? Hey, driving so can't chat, just listening in. That's cool. That's completely fine. Be safe on the road. Grumpy Mountain Biker, what's up? JT. Yes, I am pre-riding tomorrow. I will be there in the morning pretty early. I got to drop my kid off for school, and then I will make my way up to Spider Mountain. Just bought a house and need to do my bike room all over again. That's awesome. Congrats on the house. What's up, Mr. Tonka? Good to see you, Joe. It's been a little bit. It's been about a month since we hung out in Colorado. Oh, it's $15 to spectate, $35 to ride and not race. I highly recommend anyone coming this weekend to Spider Mountain that you just spend $35 and race, or not race. Spend $35 and just ride because it is a blast. The green trail is pedally, but it's super fun. And the blue trail is super flowy. There's probably going to be a lot of traffic tomorrow because everyone's pre-riding. I was up there for 2 dig days, so I've gotten to ride the blue a bunch of times, and I got to ride that one black trail. I still haven't ridden Rotor Smoke, which looks super gnarly, so that's what I'll be focusing on tomorrow. What's up, Kenny? Greetings from Philly. I don't know if I told you this, but I grew up an hour west of there in Lancaster. And whenever I tell people I'm from Lancaster, the first thing they say is, "Oh, you're from Lancaster?" Get with it. That's not how you say it. Using the basement for storage and maybe extra room for YouTube things. Yeah, I used to do all my little videos, intros and outros in my man cave area, but I've slowly moved everything down to an office room that we have off of our living room for all the YouTube things. And then of course I live stream out here. So what's up, Cross Trek? It's been a little bit since I've seen you. I rode with Cross Trek MTB. That was last month. Awesome. You're coming up from Houston, JT. You and your little brother. I saw you guys. Your brother's like 10 or 11 or something, you said. But you guys are both classing up to 14 to 17 or something, just because you guys are gnarly riders. So awesome. Nate the Ace Official is a father trying to get his daughter to ride trail with him. Your video with your son and voiceover afterthought was encouraging. Thanks, man. Dude, I actually was sitting on the fence for a while about putting out that video. I was like I want to start doing like family vlogging, like introducing the things that happen around the trail, because I think that's what really gets people into the sport. And I think there's a lot of people with families out there that don't get to ride consistently because they have their full-time jobs, their families, etc. And so I want to make them a part of the story. And on that trip, I definitely have. But I was really conflicted about putting out that first show ride video with him, because, you know, there's that whole like daddy of five, like child exploitation thing, people that are, you know, making YouTube videos about their kids. And it's, you know, because he fell and got hurt, I didn't want it to be clickbait. I didn't want it to be like me capitalizing off of the fact that he fell down, because honestly, I'm really proud of him. We went from riding like hike and bike sidewalk trails straight to Colorado single track. It probably wasn't the smartest first move, but, you know, I'm still super proud of him. And just tonight earlier, he was riding around in our cul-de-sac, riding off the curb because he's a little bit too much like me. He has asked me a few times when we're going to go back out there and ride some single track around here. And I think I'm going to take him really soon. I'm going to try to meet up with my buddy Wesley as the crow flies. This is YouTube, and I'm gonna try to meet up with him, and he and his son ride at this place called Brushy Creek, which I have a bunch of videos about that. Brazil, man, that's awesome. Thanks for the congrats on the 5K. First time watching a live stream. Hope to see you around. You live in San Marcos. That's awesome. That's not too far from here. And another PA native, Pittsburgh. Paul the punter, I will ride with you someday. I have made riding with you a bucket list item. Phoenix Matt, what's up, buddy? Dripping Springs, Texas. Awesome. That is, there's something there. That might be close to Flat Creek if I remember correctly. There's Wesley. I've ridden Rotor Smoke. The faster I go, the easier it is. Yeah, I'm not going to go too fast on it tomorrow. Maybe a couple times. Maybe I'm going to ride it a bunch of times. But, man, watching your video of it and knowing that you and Jeremiah and Seth all rode it and you guys are ridiculously fast. So it's going to be challenging tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. JT, you're racing expert next year, but your brother is classing 14 to 17 so he can race the black trails. That's cool. I remember seeing him at, I think, Camp Eagle riding with you, and it's so crazy to see a little kid, like a tiny, short little kid with a full face riding Texas chunk downhill trails. It's insane. Good for him. Oh, man. Hey, want to ride bikes? You guys near Pittsburgh, I don't know how close to Pittsburgh it is, actually. I think it might be 2 hours or so. But Racetown Lake, I hear, is a pretty popular place for people to go now. It wasn't when I lived in PA, but I think it is now. Angel Fire is a great bike park. Went there first time at a bike park. It's awesome how you go out there and ride. Thank you. Honestly, I think, well, I've only been to 2 bike parks that are like lift access, so I can't really complain. Soon to be 3 here in January, February, I hope. But Angel Fire is amazing just in terms of you ride a lift and then it takes you like a half hour to ride down the mountain if you're taking a bunch of breaks and socializing and stuff. It's crazy. I knew I was gonna get a bunch of Spider Mountain questions. So right now it's not a public park. It is closed to the public. They are having a race there this weekend, an enduro race. The lift is not in, so we will all be riding back to the top 6 times because there are 4 open trails, but you ride 3 of the trails depending on what class you're in. It will be open. I don't know, man. I've heard anywhere from December to February. This guy Jeremiah will probably be better suited to ask you. You should follow them on Instagram, Team Trail Party. Also, they have a Facebook page as well, so follow them on there, and they will give you all the updates. I know that the lift line is cleared, so it's just a matter of when they are able to put in the poles. I don't know if there's like OSHA requirements. I assume there's some sort of safety requirements they have to get around. or not get around, but they have to abide by. So I don't know the timing of that. I just go out there and help build a little bit and ride a bunch. So Chris, what's up? From the Northeast. Been riding with my boys for years. It's great to see them progress. Dude, it's super exciting to ride with your kids, and even when stuff goes wrong, to see them still get super excited for it. That was my worst fear, is that from him wrecking in that video like 2 weeks ago, or last week, I don't know what it was, that he would not be into biking anymore. But so far, he's super into it. He's lower for sure. Your little it doesn't phase him, and he was downhill class in hardtail. That's so wild, man. He's somebody to watch out for in the future. I guarantee it. Went to Seven Springs a few weeks ago. Is that Montana, Utah? I know it's somewhere in range in the Rockies or farther west. How long is the ride to the top, Chris? So I think it's like I want to say it's 500 to 700 feet of elevation change. Maybe it's going to be a tough climb for sure. But it's not like the Colorado climbs or the North Carolina climbs I've done, where it literally takes like an hour and a half to climb. I think it'll be a lot shorter. But it's going to be kicking the butt for sure to do it 6 times. Yeah, Dripping Springs close to Reimers. Okay. I'd love to make it up there. I looked into riding there a few years ago, and their thing says you have to be like, live there or do something, have an escort from like the HOA or something weird. So I didn't end up going out there, but let's keep in touch. I'd like to go up there. Yeah, Aaron, truly, I'm going to Spider Mountain this weekend for sure. Kyle, you're not going to race, so you're looking forward to that footage. Well, it's going to be rainy, and there's a lot of off-camber rocks, and a lot of Texans aren't used to riding in the mud, so I'm sure that no matter what, the footage will be amusing. Definitely gonna be checking out when it opens up. Yeah, highly recommend it, man. It's like a dream come true for us in Texas. Is like all of us that travel to do enduros and to ride downhill, the way I explain Spider Mountain, it's like it's like taking your favorite like crazy gnarly backcountry trail and then adding in a bunch of like really well manicured berms that you can just like blast through and pump through. It's super cool. I'm excited to see what the rest of the trails end up looking like. Yeah, I'm going to Spider. Yeah, it's funny. It's fun. I always knew that Spider Mountain was going to be a thing that blew up just because we don't have anything like it in Texas so far, especially lift access. It doesn't exist. Angel Fire is the closest, and it's like 12 hours away. Oh, Somerset Cay, Seven Springs. Okay. It is probably going to be muddy, so everyone that's going, be prepared. But it is going to be awesome. Planning on heading to the Brown County Epic in Indiana, biggest MTB gathering in the Midwest. What, if any, are your must-visit tents dealers at conventions? Honestly, like I don't have a whole lot of like bucket list companies to visit. I'm pretty outgoing. I mean, I have a YouTube channel and I like making videos and doing live streams and talking to all of you. So I don't mind going up and just introducing myself and talking to people about what they got going on. The only thing that I'm not good at is talking about like bike geometry or fixing bikes. I suck at it. That's why I have the Terrible Technician series. I have that Zen in the Art of Mountain Bike Maintenance book that is still brand spanking new. I haven't even opened the cover. I plan on reading it someday if I have time. Okay, 350 feet of elevation change. Okay, yeah, and I did read that Vital MTB article today, Wesley. It's really awesome that it got picked up by Vital. And yeah, and there were a lot of shots from your ear footage. We talked about that in the promo video. So it's pretty cool. You guys should check out the article. And Joseph, I am so stoked for you to come down, and I'm so stoked for you to ride the trails. I will in true riding with Joseph fashion, I will try to keep you safe. But I make no promises. All right, Nick. Good luck. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks so much for being here since the early days. All right. I'm gonna answer one more question real quick, and then I'm gonna get to like all the things that I wanted to talk about. So someone was asking what I ride now. Over here, I have my Santa Cruz Hightower. It's a 2017. It's like I like it. It's super playful. It's a really good all-around bike. I think it's like 135, 140. I don't know. I just honestly, I just ride bikes. Like I said, I'm not too into like all the specs. I just know from riding between my hardtail or hopping on friends' bikes, which I can't really get too into because of my prosthetic and stuff. And this is just like, when I test rode it, I knew it was the bike for me, and it's treated me really well. That's not to say that I'm not going to get a different bike in the future. It's just it's been super reliable, and I love it. All right, so on to what I want to talk about. Chris CXK, or no, actually it wasn't Chris CXK. It was another friend, Chris Drew. He recommended that I get a cake for tonight for 5K celebration, but man, no one wants to watch me eat a cake in my garage and drink beers alone by myself. So, you know. Oh, by the way, if you're drinking tonight, what are you drinking? I am drinking this, it's Cactus Cat Kolsch. It is a German ale. It's pretty good. I like it. It's a 9-band brewing company. I don't know. I really like light stuff in the summertime. I guess it gets fall technically, but yeah. I'm an RAEA and going to talk to your person. Oh, awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, Aaron is amazing. Have fun at the clinic. He's a great guy. Talk to him about bikes. He owns Chumba. They make some crazy sweet titanium hardtails and some gravel grinders and stuff. And he has a bike packing like gear company too. So probably right up your alley. So you should talk to him. All right. Other thing is my growth. That I would get there like 2 years out or something like that, like a month ago. But thanks to Seth's Bike Hacks, I got the Seth effect going. He shared a video of mine, and it got like 60,000 views in a couple days, and I've had like 1,800 new subs since then. He shared that video, and then he did that bar spin video where he wanted to clean up his cockpit so he could do a bar spin, and like showed some of my footage. So I'm still getting subs trickling in from there. It's pretty crazy. So thanks to him for sharing my video and taking an interest in what I do. It's pretty cool. And it's amazing to see his growth. He's about to crack 1 million subscribers, which is incredible. And thanks to him, and thanks to Gene, regular guy mountain biker, I have been talking to Archer Components that make that electronic shifter. They're going to be sending me one. I'm going to try it out. I've only used, before I got my prosthetic, I just used a normal 1x11 shifter. And since I got my prosthetic, I'm using the grip shift, and it's worked pretty well so far. But I'm going to try something else. I'm down to experiment and try to make things easier on myself to ride. So I'm gonna see what's up. Let's see. I'm gonna try to catch up on the chat a little bit. Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale. It is the season for being basic. I love pumpkin stuff as well, so I guess that makes me basic. And I love Shipyard. I think it's called pumpkin or something like that. I love that. I love pumpkin beers, and I'm glad that it is pumpkin beer season. I actually don't have any in my fridge right now. Mingo, thanks for tuning in, man. Have a good night. Oh, Harry English, thanks, man. Thanks so much for that super chat. Everything that I get via super chat, or whether it be Patreon or from my Amazon store, everything that I get from there just goes right back into the channel. So by contributing in that way, it helps me make cool videos. So I appreciate it. All right, so what else? Oh, so you guys are probably all familiar with Brian Kennedy and he has the Nugatorium build that he's been doing over the past couple years. It's most of the reason why I decided to create a really cool space in my garage, even though I'm a pretty terrible mechanic. And he had this sick sign made of his logo that's hanging up in his garage and looks super clean and crisp. So I reached out to the guy that made his, and I got a little something made. Check this out. This is so cool. It's hard to see probably from the lighting that I have in here, but it is super cool, and I'm going to be hanging it up. I might be painting it just so it stands out a little bit, but it's super gnarly, super cool. It's all like cut out in the shape of the logo. It's awesome. So I'm super excited about that. I'm a sucker for decorations and aesthetics because I'm a UI developer and I work with designers all the time. I design some myself and love armadillos. My wife got me that for my birthday, so it's a little armadillo plush. I just thought it would look right at home up there with the helmets. What else? Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys saw last week. I obviously have a lot of tattoos. Check this out. Hopefully I don't get demonetized. I got this sweet BB-8 tattoo. My buddy Chris Sparks at Electric Rodeo Tattoo did it on me. It's Jakku scene with BB-8 and Ray's on a speeder back here. And there's a rope outline around it in the shape of the Millennium Falcon. Super cool. I'm incredibly happy with it. So if you're in the Austin area, he's at Electric Rodeo Tattoo down south. I started this a while ago, and then he was on 2 TV shows. He was on that show Ink Masters season 10 or whatever. So he's awesome. I'm super happy with it. I love Star Wars tattoos, and I plan on getting more. So I will definitely be posting those on my Instagram. All right. What else do I got coming up? I got a new shirt design that I'm working on. Chris says he wants to get a tattoo, but he heard they hurt. Yeah, Chris, I know how many. You're like covered, dude. Don't, you can't troll me. I know you. JT, you're gonna hop off. I will see you tomorrow. Have a safe trip up. Michael, I am giving stuff away. I will get to that in a little bit. I just want to talk about the shirt design that I have going on. So I have a really funny shirt that has to do with Texas. It's not specifically a No Front Brakes shirt, but I think it's really funny, and I think everyone will get a kick out of it. It's kind of Texas related, kind of downhill enduro-ish related. It's like a funny, it's kind of a gag shirt, but I think everyone will like it. I will be unveiling that design in the next month or two, and of course it'll go up in my it'll go up on my Teespring store whenever I have it. Gene, what's up? Man, I hope your ears were burning. I just mentioned the Archer component stuff. I will be selling jerseys again. I'm really happy with the podium wear and the way that those jerseys turned out, and I'll be doing another run at some point. I just want to. I always feel bad whenever I have like merch for sale because I want to spread it out enough that, you know, there's so many awesome YouTubers that sell Teespring merch, and I want, you know, I want to keep it spread out. Like it's if I bought, I've probably spent hundreds of dollars on shirts just like helping support my friends and the channels that I watch, and I want to make sure that, you know, that everyone else can, you know, keep supporting all their other creators and maybe pick something up for me as well. So they'll be out again. All right, so I did promise giveaways, and I am going to, I've got 2 different giveaways. First, because my channel is called No Front Breaks and I hit that 5K milestone, I thought it would be hilarious to do a brake pad giveaway. It's not a high dollar item for sure, but I thought it would be super funny given the title of my channel. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have everyone guess when the day that I bought my Santa Cruz high tower, which of course was before my channel. Don't worry about the year, that doesn't matter. But the closest person in the next minute and a half to guess the exact date, they will win a set of brake pads. Your choice. You could do organics or sintered. So let's catch up on chat and talk a little bit, and I will find the closest winner eventually. Smaz, K2SO tattoo. I've thought about it. The one thing that I think is a K2SO tattoo would have to be pretty dark because he's a black droid, and black tattoos in the sun are freaking hot, and I'm in Texas. So while that would be very cool, I'm not sure where I would get it. But I am getting, I don't know if everyone's seen this, but I do have a 3PO like sugar skull tattoo. I don't know if you can see it. But of course his mortal enemy is this is going to show how nerdy I am, is a Kowakian monkey lizard by the name of Salacious B. Crumb. You might know him as the that little weird creature that laughs and sits on Jabba the Hutt. So I thought on my other shoulder it'd be funny if I got a tattoo of him with 3PO's eye in his mouth. We'll see. It's going to be fun. My artist is awesome, and I can't wait to see what he comes up with for it. What other plans? I'm also thinking about getting a giant stomach piece of the tattoo, but I'm kind of dreading it because getting tattooed on your midsection sucks. I had my ribs done, and it was pretty awful. All right, so let's go through the dates, and I will find the closest. All right, let's see. We got, find my mouse, July 17th. April 21st. That is actually not too far off so far. September 20th, a little in April. May 15th. Oh, that one's close too. I'm going to have to do the math on that and figure it out. March 17th, April 21st, April 15th, June 5th. June 5th is actually the day before my birthday. May 16th, July 5th, March 21st. May the 4th. Ah, I see what you did there. That is actually a really good educated guess. January 5th, July 24th, March 12th. Okay, Michael, I'll discard your date and do September 15th, June 18th. Nobody said February 18th, January 30th. Man, you guys are really good. You know, here you guys all have educated guesses, and here's why. Because everybody gets spring fever with bikes, and a lot of people buy bikes in the spring just because that's when they're stoked to get out and start riding for the summer. So we got May 12th, May 19th, April 28th. All right, so ooh, we do have a winner. Oh, okay, so we have an exact guess, and that is Bryant Whitaker. It was April 28th, 2017. So Bryant, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. Probably the easiest way to do this is if you message me on Instagram and let me know your address and whether you want sintered or organic brake pads, and I will get those out to you. And I don't know if you have a preference on, like, I don't know, on like brand or anything, just let me know and I'll try to accommodate for that too. Wait, there's super chats? What? Yo, James, JF Rides, congrats on the 5K. Dude, thanks so much. I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun riding with you in Colorado. I did 3 rides with James when I was in Colorado. I only put out 2 videos right now from the first ride. I still have 2 more rides of videos to put out with him. I need to get on editing them because I'm sure that you're probably waiting on me at this point. But thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. And again, that will go into either probably a trip, to be honest. I'm planning a trip to come and ride with other people. Hey, SETI Spin, Kevin. What I don't want to do a cheap imitation of the thing you do, the slapping thing. But thanks for the super chat. Finally made a live stream. Here's a cold one on me. Thank you so much. Cheers. The next time I make it to North Carolina to hang out with like Bobo or Seth or somebody, I will definitely make sure that you are included in the plans because it would be cool to ride with you. Let's see, what is that? Am I caught up now? I think I am. Bundy SS Rider, are you into Star Wars novels too? I love them and slowly building my collection up. I listen to the audiobooks on my commute to work. I do audiobooks and podcasts, and so my favorites are, I thought the Tarkin book was really good. I haven't read the second Thrawn book, but the first Thrawn book was super good. I've done most of them at this point, but I think the Thrawn and Tarkin are the standouts for me for the like new canon or whatever. All right. Buzz White, dude, blast from the past. I have ridden with Buzz. Buzz, have I ridden with you twice now? I know that I rode with you at Pace Bend for sure, maybe twice at Pace Bend, but man, it's been a while. I haven't seen you. We need to change that and get together and ride again here soon. Yeah, so thank you so much for the super chat. It goes right back into the channel. So thank you for making the investment in what I do and believing in it. So how do you, man? I remember when this was an idea. Yeah, love everything you put out. Yeah, you've been here since day one. I very much appreciated. MTV Daddy. Drew. Chris Drew? MTV Daddy, are you Chris Drew? Or a different Drew? Time for bed over here. Later, buddy. Congrats. Oh, yeah. I guess it's 10:30 your time, and you probably have work tomorrow. Gene, thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for the hookup on Archer. I can't wait to work with them. They're super, super nice guys, and I can't wait to try out their products. Bad bike time. Time's down. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, Jason Bikes, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. I hope you're doing well. I'm waiting for your Monarch Crest video. Jason was one of the crew that met up with us and rode the Monarch Crest at the beginning of August. He is in fantastic shape and a hell of a cross-country rider. So definitely check out his channel. Okay, Chris Drew. Thanks for tuning in, bud. Follow you on YouTube. I was the guy in your area that asked about hardtails to come hit the trail near Canyon Lane. Awesome. Cool, man. Well, you won those brake pads. So like I said, message me on here, or you can email me at eric@nofrontbrakes.com, Bryant Whitaker, and hit me up. Bryant, you were the one that guessed right on the nose? Yeah, you are. Thought so. So yeah, hit me up, Brian. I wanna get those pads out to you and get them out to you soon. So again, hit me up. All right, so I did want to do another giveaway. It'll actually be oh no. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna have you guys guess my 2 placards from the Kodiak Tough series, which is the Southern Enduro Tour over here, and the Texas Enduro Cup, which is the Team Trail Party Enduro Series. But I forgot to put them down, so I'm gonna have to think of let's think of another way we can do a competition. But what I'm gonna do is I have a bunch of things, stuff of my own now. I have these sweet big die cut stickers. I've got a bunch of them. I'm gonna send out some sticker and merch packs to people. Let's see if this focuses. There you go. The focus. And I also have some little some smaller stickers like these. So yeah, I'm gonna send those out, and I also have some. Let's see if I can find them in here. I don't have any in here. I have some buttons, some 3-inch buttons and 1-inch buttons. So let's figure out what we can have a competition over, since I failed to knock those down so you can see them. Even number between 1 and 2. Everyone will get it then. It'll be a 50-way tie. How many people do we have in here, by the way? 42, man. That's awesome. That's a high. I think it was probably a little bit higher earlier. So Henry English, I don't have them for sale right now. I need to get on that and set that up, or just do what my buddy Robert does and just do like a PayPal thing where you can PayPal me and I'll send you a bunch of stickers. Yeah, I need to get on that, because right now if I ride with somebody, I'll give them the stickers. But let's figure out the way to give them away. The last giveaway I did was guess the street address or the street number of my childhood home. We need something with 2 answers. Let's brainstorm about that. Ha! Yeah, Chris, I will follow you down Road or Smoke, and I'll follow you down the other black trail, because they are way gnarlier than they look on video. So as soon as you were saying, oh yeah, it doesn't look too bad, I was thinking in my head, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna follow Chris down the trail. And you were right. Dude, please, I know you got cleared. Hopefully you got cleared today. I know you're going to your doctor to get cleared to ride from your broken foot earlier in the summer. Please don't get hurt tomorrow, your first day riding back. Let's see, does anybody have it? Oh, what's up, Brian? Lone Ranger, congrats on 5K, my friend. Love those stickers. Hey, congrats to you for making YouTube a full-time thing with the family. I'm really bad at even my friends watching all their videos. It's hard to keep up, but I need to binge watch your what is it? You call it the Great 8, like basically take a tour of Canada and ride all the best trails in Canada. I need to watch that series. I think I watched the first one where you took your family along. Kenny, thanks for tuning in, man. 5 a.m. to get up and go to work. Oh, that sucks, man. Yeah, thanks for tuning in tonight. And One Ride Bikes, thanks for tuning in. Exactly how I'll sleep tomorrow. It was called. That's right. Yeah, it's like a tour of like the best like backcountry trails in Canada. Anyway, I have not been. Right, I have not ridden up there yet. I will eventually, I'm sure. All right, let's. I'm trying to think of what else I can do to do this giveaway. I might have to postpone it for now until I can come up with something clever and do it on Instagram, unless somebody has an idea. Oh, I have questions from Instagram. That's right. So, Phoenix Matt, I hope you're still in here. You asked a question. Oh, yeah, you just asked Ryan about the stickers. You asked, when will I do a bike check video? I'm actually going to very soon, because with all the new people I have, there's a bunch of people that haven't seen like what I do with my cockpit to ride. So I will definitely be doing that soon. I did want to show you guys. Let's see if I can twist this. I did want to show you, like, because I had that gnarly wreck, and I've been having some problems with my prosthetic, and I want to show you what exactly is happening. So I'll put this on real quick, and I'll show you. So for any of you that are not familiar, this is actually the way that I do my prosthetic. I have this because it only goes up to my elbow, right? So I have this I don't know what, nylon. It's some sort of it's called a liner. It's a sleeve, and it's threaded on the end, and then that goes in here, and that's what holds it on, as well as this thing gripping onto my elbows here. My elbow, called condyles, I think. All right, so what's happening is, and I gotta take my bike off the stand for this. Is that in the frame? So what's happening is I actually just tilted this forward, and that is fixing a lot of it. What was happening is, you can imagine if I'm up above it like this, you see there's a lot of wiggle there and a lot of play. And what's happening is this is just flying, it's bouncing off basically, unless there's tension there. So what I've done temporarily, or what I've done for now, I have some other ideas that I'm going to be doing. I'll be filming it and putting in a video, of course, is I've tilted this forward. And what that does is, while I'm back and on my seat, check out that seat post that needs to be rebuilt. It puts enough tension on that it will not wiggle as much or pop off. So that's what's going on. And especially when my prosthetic gets wet, it is not a porous rubber. It makes it super slick. Metal on heavy rubber is super slick. So anyway, that's what's going on there. But Matt, thanks for submitting that question. I appreciate it. I was worried that I wouldn't get any questions in time for the live stream. Other question I got, James from JF Rides, if you're still in here. You asked my favorite mid-ride snack. I have a couple that are my go-tos. Love the apple pie Lara bars and the blueberry Lara bars. They're my favorite. I'm not too big into Cliff bars just because they're so freaking heavy, and I feel like every time I get done eating a Cliff bar mid-ride when I'm already tired and usually really sweaty, I feel like it just sits in my stomach like a rock. I'm not too into it. I'm also really into sugary stuff. I really like gummies. The gummies with the extra sugar on the outside. I know it's usually a temporary fix for getting energy back, but hey man, it freaking works. I have honey stingers as well. The wafers are pretty good, but they can be like really crumbly and dry. I have tried the honey stinger like packets, and they're super sweet, but they're pretty good. So yeah, James, it's a variety of things. It's usually whatever I have in my pack. Oh my God, how could I almost forgot my very favorite trail snack that I put in a couple videos. Let me see if I can dig them up. I have bought a giant box of them. They might. Oh no. Well, I think they're all in my pack right now. Shot blocks. Cliff shot blocks are amazing. The 3X salt ones are awesome. I have yet to be on a ride where I have been knocking back shot blocks and bonk. I haven't bonked since I've started taking them. But I also do have this weird pre-ride routine, which involves me just chugging out of a pickle jar. So that usually helps too. Chris. Kill, Mary, F. BKXC, Seth, and Alex. Man. All right, I'll play this game. Oh, come on. That's really tough, man. I respect all those dudes. All right. All right. Dude, I think that's the order. Man, if you watch Bobo's video with Brian, it is fantastic. He's got a little Dave Chappelle, It's Always Sunny combination thing going on where Bobo interviews Brian, and we get to see a different side of Brian we haven't seen. So I'm going to have to say Brian kill Seth, Mary, and Alex. Man, he's got those luscious locks and that great beard. So, have you tried clipless pedal on the handlebars to hook into Bundy? No, I haven't done that. I actually have met 2 people that have done that. I don't have the engineering chops to try it. I am going to, there's another prosthetic attachment I want to try eventually, but it's going to take me scraping up some change to do it. But I'd also like to try to figure out if I can meet someone that can make me a prosthetic attachment with the with an SPD on. So we'll see. Oh, I had another question too. RC from Outdoor Gold. And he asked me a loaded question. He said, what makes you the badass that you are? Super loaded. Come on. I'm just a stubborn jerk that chooses to ride. Also, he'll appreciate this. I know James will. JF rides in here, and he'll appreciate this too. It's also the Pit Vipers. RC rides with Pit Vipers, and I've seen a bunch of other people ride them. And when I rode with RC, I got mud in my eye and decided I needed to do something about that. So I got these sick Pit Viper sunglasses. They're awesome. I might send out a code for everybody to pick up their own pair. I really like them. They're polarized and they have good coverage. And they just look, they're obnoxiously ugly, which I love. So I might put a code in on one of my future videos if you want to get a pair. I think I can get like a $10 off code for everybody. Ha! Chris, gotta bang Alex. The hair could fool you. Yeah, that's what I went for. Scratch Laura and Kind bars are my go-tos. Huh, I haven't tried Scratch or Kind. So, Cobra Kyle, thanks so much for tuning in, man. Good luck at Spider Mountain. Hit me up when you ride SA next. I will, dude. I actually want to go to Flat Rock next, and I know you've been there. It's a great place, and I also want to check out Bandera. Super excited about that because I've heard that that place is pretty dialed and pretty. It's pretty easy to get up They have a little shuttle system going on. It's pretty easy to get up there. Chomp MTB. Hey, everybody just got here. What are we talking about? We did a giveaway. I'm going to be doing an Instagram giveaway in days to come because I've screwed up the contest. I'm going to do some 2 sticker packs, so I need to figure out something clever to do with that. Talked about how I'm going to start working with Archer components. I'm going to try out an electronic shifter. I got a cool metal sign. I got a new tattoo. I'm designing a shirt that I think people are going to like, and I'll sell on Teespring. Just got done fielding questions from Instagram. Oh yeah, I want to get some homies in here. So let's give me a second. I'm going to see if I can get some people to drop in. Bandera was janky at first, much better now that it's getting packed down. Yeah, dude, that's what I've heard. I've heard that it's really fun now, so I wanna try it out. Evan, you will see me out there tomorrow. I'm totally going to be pre-riding there. I'm really gonna focus on rotor smoke tomorrow. So, what's up, Viking? Welcome to the stream. Shelby, you're heading to Bentonville tomorrow. I'm pretty jealous. I need to. I'm pretty sure that I'll be at our bike in October. I just need to wire some of the details, like where I'm going to stay. I'm sure that everything's booking up really quickly there right now. I have some homies that live in Bentonville. This dude, one of my patrons, Derek, lives there. He's awesome, and I need to hit him up. He's a little south. I forget what the next town south is. It's 10 of us. What did I miss? Oh, you're heading to Bentonville. Yeah. Yeah, I'm super excited to go to Bentonville for the first time. I definitely want to hit. I want to go to the rail yard too. I want to go to Kohler and do like the hub thing. I want to do back 40 and all of those. Hey, Bryant, make sure that you message me. My email is eric@nofrontbrakes.com. Hit me up. I want to make sure I get those out to you. Stellar guess on when I bought my bike. For anyone just tuning in, Bryant won the giveaway for a set of brake pads because, you know, no front brakes is funny. So you're staying on an Airbnb near the lake. One of my friends also has a house up there. My mechanic, Drew. But I think he's definitely going to be there for outer bike. All right, let's see if I can get some people to pop in here. So everybody going riding this weekend? And if so, where are you going riding? I know someone's going to Bentonville, Trail Viewer, so that'll be super fun. Drift Draft, I will be selling the stickers. Like I said earlier, I just have to figure out how I'm going to figure out means to sell them. I don't want to set up like a whole merch store for them. Any of the shipping I have to do it myself. So I have to make sure that it's not going to be like inundated with like sending out sticker, going to the post office every day. I frankly don't have the time to go every single day. So I need to figure out a good, really efficient way to do it. All right. Wait, did I miss something? Where is my mouse? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, Chump. Chump MTV. Thanks so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate it. Really helps me to keep getting things off of Amazon to try out on my bike and make funny videos out of it. It helps with planning on trips like Bentonville when I make it there. I'd also like to get back to North Carolina and ride a bunch in Pisgah and around that area, Asheville area. Chris, thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for being around since pretty close to the beginning. And yeah, I'll definitely hit you up when I'm headed back to Flat Rock. I also need to hit up Tony, MTV Drop-In. He is a fairly new San Antonio resident, so I need to go and show him some of the best of the best around here. Riding XC trails at Yakandanda, Australia. Man, Australia has some pretty awesome town names, man. Toowoomba, I think Toowoomba is where, isn't that where John Mountain Bike Geek lives? I guess that's some wild names. Oh, Chump, you're in Sedona. I will definitely be out there at some point, man. It's obviously farther than Angel Fire and Santa Fe for me, but still, it's not too much farther from there. I'd love to come out there for the Sedona Mountain Bike Festival for sure. Favorite trail I've been on, man. I got a few answers for that. I have to say, in 2014 or 2015, and then again in August, I rode the Monarch Crest. As far as it's the only epic trail I've ridden, Imba Epic, there's something about being up above the tree line and being able to see, the range in range, both directions. It's freaking. Those views are stunning up there. So definitely that's one of my favorites. I don't know. I really like anyone that's familiar with Pisgah area. The hub bike shop. Right by there's a bunch of trails. Middle and Lower Black. I rode those in December, and they are super fun. They're really fun. I also rode them in the rain once, and that was terrifying, but they're great trails. Around here, I actually like machine-built stuff. So I like there's a couple machine-built trails here for the enduros. There is Jaws at Reveille Peak. It's super fun. It's really easy to get better at jumping on that trail just because there's a bunch of tabletops that you can end up pancaking if you need to. Another machine built is Black Sheep. Black Sheep is at Flat Rock, and same type of deal. It's just really, really manicured, and you can do big things on any hill where you can get I don't know what they're called. Bobcat, backhoe, something like that. Anything you can get machines up on, it gives you a lot more potential for building. Favorite park trail is probably Boulder Dash at Angel Fire. It's a really long. It's like half of the height of the mountain, and it's literally just like tabletop after tabletop, step ups, step downs. It's super fun. It's really fun and really, really flowy. That's definitely one of my favorite trails that I've ever been on. One more, I'll give you one more of my favorite trails, and that is Captain Jack's in Colorado Springs. I'll have a video of that maybe next month sometime. I'm a little backed up at the moment, but it is. I actually do have videos up of it now from when I was there last November. It's filled with a bunch of like kitty litter size gravel, but it is flowy and it is fast. It's one of the first trails that I rode on that was actually fairly exposed and could, a little dangerous, but it is so fun. Best trails to progress near Austin. I'd have to say Flat Creek is a good one because it's not too crazy. There are lots of features, but I'd say it's got something for everyone. I also love Reveille Peak. Oh, there's Joseph. I love Reveille Peak for the same reasons. There's cross-country trails up to that machine-built trail jaw, so has a little bit of everything. Those are my two favorite places to go around Austin for progression, for sure. Oh, well, not to leave out the Freeride 512 Bike Park in Rocky Hill, because that I've been there 3 times now. Every time I've progressed. So that's a really good place if you want to learn how to do jumps and drops. But as far as like learning how to ride in general, I would say Flat Creek and Reveille. What's up, Joseph?
Hey, Eric.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Just sitting here, taking a break from editing the next video. Got a little bit of whiskey. Congratulations on the huge milestone.
Thanks.
That's no small deal.
Yeah. I actually also need to edit. I'm so far behind right now, but I'm really just trying to gear up. I'm trying to not think about all the editing that I have to do and trying to clear my head for tomorrow and Saturday. Really.
Yeah, I'm so backlogged at this point. It matters. I want to get through it, but I'm not letting it stress me out, because then you get so worried you can't think straight, and then you get into this vicious cycle of like, oh, I need to edit, but like I'm so stressed that I can't edit, and
Yeah.
blah. So back to bikes. I'm not gonna lie. I am super interested to be able to get out and try Spider Mountain sometime this year.
I can't wait for Spider Mountain because there's nothing like it around here, and it's not that much elevation, but it's enough that if you rinse and repeat, once the lift is in and you keep riding it over and over, you're going to get significantly better.
Oh man, I'm almost like, what is it? It's like maybe an hour 45 minutes outside of Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's literally right next door for most people. When I lived in South Austin, that would have been like a weekend event every weekend. Just gone to that place. I have no doubt that that place is going to be popular, especially with all the trail diggers that are out there. I've seen those guys at work, and I'm
Yeah.
super excited. You brought up the free ride park. I'm interested to see like how much of that gets sprinkled around. I know that Team Trail Party's been doing a lot of it. Has 512 also been up there?
I mean, like, my buddy Seth and Wesley, who's in here, he's
Yeah.
also technically a Freeride 512 member. Chris DeHaro as well. There's a bunch of Freeride 512 people that have been out there helping dig, myself included. So yeah, there are some drops. The cool thing about Spider Mountain is that there's a lot of it's bench cut, and it's still fresh bench cut. It's not like super wide like machine built. The blue trail is probably the widest thing I've been on. I haven't ridden the green yet, and the way that the rock is here is that you could hug the inside of the trail and find all these little ledges to drop off of.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I I gotta be honest. Coming out to Colorado, tons of elevation, tons of trail. Definitely an awesome place to be as a mountain biker. But like the mixture of techie rock and then that kind of almost clay, um, in the trail,
Yeah.
where like you could just lean the bike over in a flat section and have perfect grip. I'm having to get used to being out here in this kitty litter where
Yeah.
you just slide off the side of the trail if you don't hit those natural berms or don't check your speed coming around a corner. So
Yeah.
it is different, and I think that having a bike park there is going to be it might. I don't know. I'm interested to see if Austin becomes kind of a mini winter destination for a lot of mountain bikers.
I hope so. I'm really hoping. I mean, there's so from being here, there are ranches everywhere. I mean, I know Seguin Bike Park is pretty small, but we have Bandera Bike Park, which I also need to get out to and ride. There's all the ranches: Flat Creek, Flat Rock, Rocky Hill, Camp Eagle, Reveille Peak. Dude, there's so much around here. We have so many good trails, and having lift access for anybody that feels like wearing a full face and bombing down some gnarly downhill, it's only going to get better and better.
There will actually be a legitimate reason for Jordan Boostmaster to go check out Austin now. I'm sure he'll just decimate everything there, but I'm interested to see if he wanders down there now.
Dude,
And what's that?
That Rotor Smoke Trail. Actually, I'm gonna see if Wesley wants to hop in. I'm gonna.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Second, I'm gonna.
Because he's been doing a ton of digging out there. And Wesley was a much harder rider than I was. So if Wesley is saying that, it's legit, then it's legit.
Yeah, so I saw, that wood feature that they've been showing.
That looks fun.
That ledge isn't too bad. I guess technically you can roll it, but that part, the wood part that they built on, I guess it's the left-hand side. There is a giant ledge that's probably like 4 feet, and they built that other section so that you can gap from this giant ledge down onto the wood.
That's so cool. Yeah. See, like I've only gotten glimpses of it through like video. Speaking of video, your focus is off. You might want to do the high five your camera there. There you go. But yeah, I've only gotten little glimpses of it through social media, and yeah, I know that there's more features there than what I'm seeing. They're focusing on the big stuff.
It looks like, so I guess I'll find out tomorrow, but it looks like Rotor Smoke has a bunch of those little like G-out spots.
What's that? Sorry, I was reading. Bundy says, Morgan Freeman should be worried about trail features. Eric, the voice for movies, voiceovers. Coming this fall.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
What's up?
Is that so? Are you gonna put a full face on over that tomorrow?
Yeah, this is my helmet.
Oh my god.
What's up, Wes?
How you doing, guys?
Pretty good, man. So, Spider Mountain. I have been seeing a lot about this. I knew about it when it was like first kind of being whispered around the bike parks that there was something, or around the the trails, that there was something coming. So like, how many trails are there currently, and how many trails are planned to be built over the next year or so?
Well, Eric said it earlier, there are 4. And there's a green, 2 blacks, and a blue. But the way Jeremiah kind of thought about doing it was, since it's a cone, you start from the top with like 4 to 6, and then it's split in the first third by a road, and then there, those 6 are going to branch again to become like 8. And then there's another road that splits the top 2/3, and then they'll all branch again for like 12 to 14.
Oh wow! So there'll be a lot of used real estate on that mountain.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, they spend so much money, you know, putting in a lift. Might as well take full advantage. That's the way I see it.
Nice. Now, how long has this thing been planned for? Because
Oh, see, if you read that Vital MTV article they put today, they bought it in 2001. So
wow,
there's been just a handful of people who's kept this secret, like really tight to the chest since 01.
that is crazy.
Yeah, Jeremiah said he's known about it for 6 years, 7 years.
And something. So I have a theory right now, just because I think it's owned by the same investors that do something that do Purgatory, right?
Yeah, they own Purgatory, Sipapu, which is a snow ski spot in New Mexico, and they own Pajarito.
So I have a theory that, and I know that they have a ticket for, you can buy a season pass for all of those places, and it's good for any of them. So
Makes sense to me.
I think it would be sweet if they had it, if they rolled in Spider Mountain into it. I'm sure they thought about this. They roll that into it, and then they can actually have like a year-round pass.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that, but that's what I would do if I was.
It'd be sweet.
Hey Wes, there's a lot of static coming from your microphone. Are you using you're using wireless, right?
Is that better?
That is much better.
I get mosquitoes in my garage, so I keep a fan on to keep them moving around.
Oh yeah, that was doing it. Wow. Yeah. So Isaac was saying, never knew there was so much biking in Texas. I may have to check it out when I visit sometime. Isaac, that is the same thing I thought when I first moved to Austin. So I grew up in New Hampshire mountain biking, and then I moved to Colorado when I was 16 and quit mountain biking because I was an angsty teenager that just wanted to play video games. And then, of course, I moved to Austin when I was like 28, I think. And then a year later, I picked up mountain biking again. And I thought that like, oh, there's going to be like maybe some cross country riding, maybe some XC. It wasn't too long before I found all this crazy mountain biking. The Austin Greenbelt is an iconic destination for what I like to call extreme XC. And then Flat Creek Crossing is kind of becoming a destination in itself. Wes, you know, you were mentioning that video that I made with you and your kid going to the Family Funduro. That's going to be coming up in its 3rd year next year, right?
Correct.
So yeah, I mean, they have the Texas Enduro Cup. Flat Creek Crossing is one of the destinations. Then also the Family Funduro, which if you haven't seen the video, it's up on my channel. It's basically not so much a race. I mean, it is a race, but it's really just an event for like families to get together and ride together and build up the community. And it's a far less intense race. So like kids or people who want to go to a race, but they want to kind of ease into it. That is just a glimpse of how much riding there is in Austin. It's
now, when you first hopped on, I was going to mention that, man, that video has all the feels in it. Definitely go watch this video on that if you haven't seen it. Seriously, like I don't know. Maybe I've just become a little sappy since I have a kid myself, but seriously, like you interviewed Jeremiah for it, and he's spot on. Like all of us that go and ride and race end up leaving our families for multiple weekends, depending on how many different circuits you do around here, or in Arkansas, or in Colorado, or wherever. And I think events like the Family Funduro make it really easy to include all of them. I missed it this year, but I will definitely be doing it next year, especially since my little guy will be riding a little better at that point.
Definitely. Yeah, I would highly recommend it for anyone. I know that Jeremiah is planning on buffing up the kids aspect of the race, because right now, or this past year, they just more or less kind of had like a little patch in the woods where like they made a loop, and like Jeremiah wants to actually make like a proper course for the kids to go on.
I know he mentioned something about maybe having a kids race at the last race of the season, which is at RPR, because they have a pump track, a legitimate pump track. And Kaysen's ridden it, and it's super easy for kids to get around and learn to pump. But also, like, how fast can you do 4 laps? I don't know, but I think he was talking about that.
Yeah, definitely. I know that was like the one last thing that Jeremiah wanted to dial. Everything else is pretty self-sufficient. There's plenty of trails for the adults. There's food. There's entertainment. So, yeah, that'll be cool. I'm interested to see that.
His son and my son rode the Green Trail last weekend at Spider. So,
oh wow,
totally doable for like the race for adults, but also like his son's 4, my son's 5, and they were going.
That is so cool. Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty awesome, because I mean, that says a lot about like the green trails. Hopefully, people don't take that as, oh, this mountain is so easy. It ramps up pretty quick in Austin. A green trail is like a green trail. Most anyone can go on it. But like a black trail in Austin is legitimate. You can get into trouble quick if you're not careful.
Even at Brushy, I ran into a tree last night.
Ooh, that's how you get sciatica, man.
I was going to mention is that pump tracks are excellent for little kids to learn how to ride a bike. I'll have this one in a few weeks, but when I was in Colorado, I took the kiddo to Valmont Bike Park, which I never realized how big that place is. There's like 3 different sections. There's some XC stuff. And right by the slope style stuff in Valmont, there's like a little dirt pump track, just a tiny little loop with a bunch of little rollers. And my kid like went around and around and around on it. It's so good for little kids to learn bike handling on that kind of stuff, because you don't have to worry about rocks. It's not completely flat. It's usually pretty packed, and they can learn about body positioning naturally without all the rips. So,
dude, forget about kids. I learned a lot going around a pump track.
Yeah,
you learned so much about actually everything that you mentioned. Yeah, if you've never been on a pump track, I would highly recommend seeking one out and just literally going around it for like 30 minutes and learn how to go around it without pedaling.
Yeah, learn how to pump, learn how to push down on your feet, and let the bike gain momentum that way.
Yep. Yeah, that blue trail at Spider actually will put those pump to test. They'll put your pumping skills to test. You can get lift from the little bumps, and you can keep your speed by pumping. Little tip.
Yeah, last week when we were out there riding on, what was that, Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
What's that young kid's name? Is it Drew?
The one with curls, long curly hair.
He's like reddish hair. He's like tall and lanky.
On Seth's bike?
I don't know. I just know that he's friends with, like, Jeremiah knows him. He's like a tall, lanky, redheaded kid. Anyway, that guy was running. He I guess, smashed his derailleur, and he was running the blue trail over and over chainless. So,
oh yeah.
That just shows how much pumping can benefit you on like a blue flow trail.
Calvin.
Is that who it is? Is that who it was?
That was who was running chainless.
Kid. Yeah.
I gotta say this. Like when I got to spend a day at the 512 free ride park, I had no idea how many freaking killer Groms Austin and Texas had. Holy crap. I watched a kid. Wes, how long or how tall is that big drop off the platform? You know which one I'm talking about?
Free ride?
Yeah.
Gotta be like 12 feet. 14.
Nah.
No?
Oh, you mean the octagon drop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
big-
12 feet.
12 feet. Okay. It
Yeah.
looks like 15 or more, but yeah, this kid freaking he couldn't
Riley
even-
Peacock.
Yep, Riley.
Yeah, Riley. How old is Riley?
Like nine?
Yeah,
No,
9.
he's older than that. He's like 14 or something. He just, because I was talking to his dad, Brent, out there.
Yeah, that kid.
That was
kid-
insane.
Yeah, that kid. It was actually I recorded and put it up on my Instagram. I think it was a few months ago. If someone wants to go look it up if they're curious, but this kid rolled off of it and he did kind of case it, but he stuck the landing. And
Yeah, he
I
did.
gotta say, I wouldn't have been able to do that after 3 beers. There was no way you could have convinced me to do that for any type of money.
I wouldn't do it on a full suspension 9-inch travel bike. I wouldn't do it just because I've had my share of injuries and I got to like provide for my family. But shoot, a 9-year-old, hell, go for it.
Yeah, he's got dad's insurance. Speaking of
Yeah.
money, mountain bike advice.
Yeah, let me interrupt. Mountain bike advice. Sup, Eric? Your content is awesome. Cheers, kid. Hey, man. I know you've been following me for quite a while. I appreciate it. I appreciate your comments. And that $10 goes right back into the channel, helping me do things like travel and buy things for my bike, like this that I'm gonna try. Check this out.
Oh, what are you going to do with that?
Oh, I saw that today. Literally today. It's like a new spray-on vinyl liner.
It is a spray-on like rubber coating.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So I was primarily going to put it on this to try it out. If it doesn't work, I can always just use a utility knife and scrape it off.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it on the ball attachment and see if I can create some extra tension.
So they also sell it in like a can, non-aerosoled. That was actually how it used to come.
Is it like a paint?
It's basically in like a metal can, like you would get like glue for PVC pipe or whatever. And you can it was originally developed for like dipping, the tool handles in for like pliers and whatnot. But yeah, people have like plastic dipped their cars and rims and everything. I'll give you a warning on this. It'll probably be fine on your little hookup there for your prosthetic. Don't go crazy and plastic dip your rims. For reasons that I don't want to get into, it's a bad idea.
Okay.
So is that Plastidip brand Plastidip?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
A friend of mine, my roommate, he Plastidipped some rims and in 2 weeks road debris was chipping it away. So I'm not sure it'll work for your prosthetic. I don't know. Is it plastic on metal?
It's more of a rubber than plastic.
No, I mean your prosthetic attachment.
Oh, that'll be metal that I'll be coating it on. So I'll probably have the same problems. But like I said, if I put it on and it doesn't work and it wears off or just looks really crappy, I'll just use the utility knife and
Yeah, acetone will
What
also
I-
melt it off.
What I thought you were talking about was I saw a commercial today on YouTube of how people will wrap their bike frames with a different color or with like graphics. It's
Yeah.
a spray. It's a spray on vinyl, like high gloss for your car or your bike frame or your helmet or whatever.
I think that's kind of based off the same thing. People used to go
Yeah.
to the hardware store and get the plastic dip, but now like companies have like kind of tweaked the formula and they sell it as more like a high-end product. So I don't know.
I've seen someone get can they do patterns with it?
I'm sure anything's possible if you pay someone enough money.
I've seen this thing where they take car parts and it's like a big vat, like almost like a Tupperware container.
Oh no, you're thinking of that.
Oh,
not,
yeah.
It's
I know
like
what
a
you're
film.
Yeah, I can't remember what that's called, but it's like it's a different process where like they have a vat of water and they place this pattern on the water and then they
And it
submerge the
dissolves.
part. Yeah. And then like the wrapping just kind of encases the part and then just adheres to it. Yeah, that's cool. And I bet you could get a mountain bike done that way.
Terrible Climber asked me how long I'll stay in Outer Bike. I think it's it's 3 days. I think it's the 19th through the 21st of October. If I go, I might tack a day on either side. And I was just talking to someone about this. Oh, I was talking to my mechanic, Drew, and I'm not sure. At first, I was going to buy like the pass to like test ride all the bikes. And I had talked to the people that run Outer Bike about the logistics of it. And it's just going to be a giant pain in the ass. Like, I think for the price of admission, my efforts are better spent just meeting people. If I'm being honest, like meeting different companies, showing them what I do, maybe just getting that word of mouth type stuff out there. It's networking is going to be the crux of it. I already have pretty good idea of what I'm going to get next for my next bike. So what's that?
What is it?
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna get a Da Vinci.
Okay.
Ooh.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 80% sure that that's what I'm gonna end up.
Why the Da Vinci? What brought you to it?
The Troy, I came to try out the Troy a while ago, and my friend Ryan had a Troy and Spartan. But my mechanic, Aries, actually, I just found out that my mechanic also is Ibis. So, the same ballpark as my high tower as far as like geometry is not that far off. But I really want to try their Spartan, which is like a longer travel bike. 27.5 and soon 29. So
nice.
Is that that's a 170 up front, 160 in the rear? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's all you'll ever need.
Yeah.
That's more than I'll ever need.
Well, that's in my stable. That's what I'm trying. The hole I'm trying to fill is I'm trying to make sure. Like my bike is great for all around. It's great for like cross country rides. It's great for chunky. It's great for climbs. I want something that will be my like go-to race bike and that I can take to a bike park and will be a little easier on my only hand, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, I decided for the people in the chat that don't know, I recently sold my Yeti SB5 Plus. That was the bike that I've been riding for the past 2 years. I really liked the plus size bike, but it was just too heavy. Anyways, I decided to sell it after I hurt my back because I was taking a break anyways. And I've been on a lot of bikes lately, and I finally decided one. I'm not going to say what it is, but I will say that bike was on a list that did include the Ibis Ripmo. It may be the Ibis Ripmo, it may not be. But I will say this about the Ibis Ripmo, Eric. If you don't go with the Da Vinci and you go with the Ripmo, I think that could replace your high tower altogether.
Yeah.
I honestly...
You rode one at Crested Butte, right? At Outer Bike there?
And I absolutely loved it. The hype was real for me. Now, daily... I trolled Daily MTB Rider endlessly about his review because I had not ridden the Ripmo up to that point. So I kept telling him it was the best bike that I've never ridden, because in my head, it was just like perfect in every fashion and form, the travel, the ability to climb, seat tube angle and all that stuff. But no, at Crested Butte, they actually would not let you take it on the lift. They specifically instructed the lift guys to not let that bike on. You had to climb your happy butt up that mountain if you wanted to take the Ripmo down, because they wanted to tell you, or they wanted to show you how good of a climber it was. And I made it all the way up to the top of Crested Butte.
Would you bring it down? Luge?
What's that?
Did you bring it down luge?
Yes, luge. Or no, was it luge?
Or
I can't remember.
What's the other one? Avery? Is that the black?
No, I was hanging out on the blues that day. That was the weekend after I crashed when I was riding with you. So I took it super easy. I was staying on the blues. And also I wanted to take each bike on the same loop, so that way I could really appreciate how they were different. And no, seriously, like I climbed to the top. It was a stupid efficient climber. And then when I opened it back, I really didn't even lock it out. But when I got up to the top, I took that thing down. I think it was luge, but it blew me away.
Yeah.
I rode the Yeti SB100, and that was a bike that I was like, oh man, this is fun if it just had a little bit more travel in the rear. When I got on the Ripmo, it was the same feeling as the SB100, but with way more capability. And I think I've been talking with Alex Chamberlain about it, and he is running his with at least 160 mil, but he changed the offset, but he loves his. Like, that dude rips, and he it's like, you can't say enough good things about it.
Have you ridden the 2019 Stump Jumper?
That's a sweet looking bike.
I've ridden in the parking lot, Bicycle Sports Shop. When they first got it, I went over to go check it out, but I have not taken it on a proper trail.
That's supposed to be another bike that has a lot of buzz around it and is supposed to be really playful and flickable, for lack of a better term.
They're demoing that bike tomorrow, I think.
You know,
right, Eric?
I know that they're gonna have a fleet out there. I'm kind of wondering if I should just see if I can walk one up and take it down the blue. Like, literally just put my bar attachment on and not have to worry about, I guess I'd have to stack brake levers. That should be okay. I want to try it. Because that bike has had a lot of buzz, and they're going to have the long travel one there, I want to try it.
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
Are you talking the Evo?
Yeah.
Stump Jumper Evo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was another one that was on the list. I didn't get to test ride that one. No particular reason why. I loved it. When I first saw it, I wanted to try it, and I got on it, and maybe I just never gave it a chance, but I think that is another good bike for you. I'm speaking of Daly's in the chat there. Daly's trying to get some new brake pads. But no, I'm kind of mirroring Daly. You know, I'm looking for more of a shorter traveled, nimble bike.
He loves those short travel. He loves 110. Josh, you should I send you a Google link. You can hop in I want to hear about your experience with short travel, all around one bike, stable bikes.
Hey, you pro YouTuber, what's the most views you've had on a video?
Josh or me or Joseph?
Yeah.
Yes to all. I don't know. I mean, like all at once, or like in the lifespan of the video?
Aggregate, like over time.
I bet you it's my Yeti video.
That was early on, right?
Yeah, that was like the first real video that I did after my Salsa Via build. Let's see, lifetime views. No, I have gotten 41,000 views on my Fox 34 Performance versus RockShox Yari.
Wow.
Ooh.
And looking
What
back
fork
on,
was better? So we don't have to watch the video. Just kidding.
honestly, the answer has changed since then because I'm a completely different rider.
Oh,
At the time, I really didn't push either fork to its limits, but now I would say that I solidly prefer Dari just because I prefer a plusher bike. But that might change in a few years.
I had a Fox 36 on my following, and I have a RockShox Lyric now, and I can feel the changes of my RockShox immediately, even with 1 or 2 clicks, whereas the Fox was not that way.
Yeah, RockShox, I think that was one of the reasons why I also really like the MRP ramp controller, because RockShox, you know, they seem to react much more dramatically to like changes. So the ramp controller allowed me to really dial in how progressive the fork was without having to like swap out tokens all the time.
Oh, Josh was on vacation, but he said 250 views.
Yeah, 250,000 plus. But Josh also is sitting at like 25, 30,000 subscribers. So
yeah.
Ooh,
wow. Definitely the one that's second pumped, if you were wondering. It's like that one's like at 62 right now.
What was that, Eric?
My like high view count is on the one that Seth pumped, and that's at like 62,000.
Yeah, the Seth effect is very real.
Yeah. But honestly, I mean, you know, the algorithm is hard to beat.
Oh man. I figured out what my Halloween costume's going to be. I don't know how to visualize it yet, but I'm going to go as the algorithm. The YouTube algorithm. That's going to be my Halloween costume.
That should be easy because no one knows how it works anyway.
Yeah, just throw like glitter on my face, slap a YouTube logo on there, and just run around and just like crush everyone's hopes and dreams.
I thought you were going to go for our favorite how to be a YouTuber snake oil guy.
No. He's just a pawn in the game.
I won't get it. It's funny. Like I mentioned it before, but I probably watch as many things about YouTube itself than I do.
Wes, you're
sorry.
What you working on there?
Well, I need a new tire for the race. These knobs are like, have any 29ers that are just fresh and you want to give away?
Technically, I do have some 29er rubber, but I'm holding on to that because I'm going to need it soon.
Well, you're too far away.
Yes. I probably could not get those to you unless I overnighted them, and that might be a little expensive.
I think Steven's going to come bring me a Magic Mary.
Yes! Magic Mary crew.
Chump MTB, I think the Evo is aluminum only currently, which I'm okay with that. I think that the Evo doesn't need to be carbon. I mean, that's basically a downhill bike that you can pedal on the weekend. Which I will give a little spoiler. My next bike is not carbon. I can tell you that.
Huh.
It's a Gorilla Gravity.
That's what I was actually going to ask that because I knew you rode the Smash. And did you ride the Mega Trail? No, that's too much bike for you. I know you.
Yeah. He's got to protect that back.
What's that?
You need that travel to protect your back.
Here's the thing. I love a plush bike, but I think that like 160, 170, which by the way, that's what Alex Chamberlain is running on his Ripmo, a 170 fork. So that's how Alex rolls, literally. And I don't think I could really utilize it. I think for me, after that injury, I'm kind of taking a step back and like really reapproaching how I ride and focusing on mobility and how to control the bike and how to stay safe and stay healthy. Because I think that for me personally, I'm just talking my personality and how I ride. Getting a really long travel bike is just going to mask more of the bad habits that I have when I'm on a bike.
Yeah, I have some guesses too. I think Josh is agreed. He says GT, so I'm guessing he means the sensor. That's one of my guesses as well. Gorilla Gravity Smash. The pole. I didn't even think about the pole. Mr. Long Torso. How would that work? Is the pole a long torso bike?
Oh, the pole is definitely a long torso bike, and I did get to ride one when the Lone Ranger was out here, and I did not dislike it. It's a lot of bike. Next to my Yeti Extra Large SB5 Plus, I think it was like another 5 inches the wheelbase, and Ryan had a large, so that gives you an idea of just how massive those bikes are.
The pole is weird. It's like you were riding in a Pinto and then you got in a lifted truck.
Yeah, but I will say this about it: it's stupid stable.
Yeah,
stupid stable.
Yeah, on climbs, and even when you were doing the balancing in the parking lot, that pole it's magical. It doesn't let you fall over at all.
Well, that's one of the stories I like to tell about the pole. Like when people ask me what it's like, I was like, well, Eric was with us and he has one hand and doesn't really do track stands. And so I was like, hey, Eric, come over and do a track stand on this bike. And I think after a couple tries, you got
just stays there.
Yeah, I think after a couple tries, you were track standing first time ever for 10 seconds solid.
Yeah, there's so many jokes about riding Ryan's pole though that we made that weekend.
Well, I'll tell you, I won't say if it is the pole, but I'll tell you this. If the pole is what I got and I got it in red, it would be called the Red Rocket.
Oh man,
because you just gotta own it. You just gotta own it after that, because you know you're gonna get it.
Yeah, you just gotta go for it. Yo, Chris Drew is back. That's how long I've been live streaming for.
Does y'all's current bikes have a name? Do y'all name your bikes?
Yeah, I call my my Hightower Black Beauty.
You call it what?
Black Beauty, like the horse.
Okay. What about you, Joseph?
So I didn't call my Yeti anything. I just called it the Yeti. Just like, oh, my Yeti. But I did nickname the hardtail Bruiser originally. That was kind of what I casually named it. I just called it my Chromac. I just call my bikes what they are. But I called it the Bruiser because it's sitting behind me and it's red, black, and blue. So it's like, or, maybe I thought Bloody Mary, because I know that Seth nicknamed his hardtail bike Bruiser. So by default, I can't have the same. I mean, I can, but
nah, you can't.
Yeah, it's like once Seth names something, you can't take. Seth took that. But I think Bruiser was kind of like when people asked me, it was just the knee-jerk reaction, Bruiser. But everyone names their hardtail Bruiser, I think. So I think I might, nickname it Bloody Mary or something like that.
My Reckoning, I took all the stickers off, so it was all black. And I don't know, my wife says that the name I've picked is off color and inappropriate. But I call it OJ because it murders.
Oh. Okay.
Is that not good? Am I a bad person?
It's your setup and delivery is pretty.
Well, I also like Dailies. Dailies is a little dark too. Daily says my current Trek has a nickname, Miley Cyrus. It started out great, but now it's just falling apart.
I got a thing for Miley. She's kind of cool.
Wait, I forgot. Didn't he even have a Reckoning before that?
I think so. I know he had an Evil. I can't remember what brand it was.
He traded his, he had an Evil. He might have, I don't know. No. And anyway, he had an evil bike and he traded it for the Trek. And someone gave him some cash and the Trek for it. And
Someone was. Go ahead.
he had, what did he have before? A Tokol? His hardtail?
I think he had a Tokol.
I wish he
I
did.
don't know.
He's on vacation.
Freaking, he says yes, but Daly trades his bike like freaking baseball cards in bubblegum packs. He's like, oh, I'll trade you an Evil Reckoning for a Trek and a couple wheel sets.
Someone was telling me that Trek's geometry design is one of the very few that have no chain give. You know, as your rear suspension compresses, your chain is pushed and pulled very, and thus your derailleur is as well, and it can affect your suspension. It can actually pull enough tension to not give you the full feel of your suspension if the geometry is not correct. And they were saying that Trek's geometry design literally has zero effect on that chain pull. That's just what I heard.
Doesn't Derek ride didn't he have like a Trek Remedy or something?
Derek Hine?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He's got a Santa. It's still for sale, actually.
Was that you froze?
Talking about?
It's a Remedy. Or a Slash.
I don't think I've been on a Remedy bike.
It might be a Slash. I don't know.
Actually
He's got a Santa.
Before I bought the Hightower, I was looking at the Fuel 9X. That seemed like a pretty solid bike.
There's a ridiculous amount of good bikes. I was talking with Aaron of P&W Components. You know, he's been one of the many people that I've been going back and forth on like bike ideas because Aaron actually used to design bikes. He was a product manager and he moved over to components. But so when I had a question about geometry, kind of tugged on his ear a little bit. He oh my gosh, I completely lost my train of thought because I just read MTB Daddy Wesley. He wants to let you know he sent you a message. But too many good bikes. Oh yes. This year we've seen kind of a paradigm shift over to like new bike designs. Like there's a lot of bike companies are going to interchangeable bike frames where like you can swap out components and make completely different bikes. And then you have bikes that are like extending the reach and lowering the seat tubes so that way more riders can fit on one size. Because as someone who is stuck in between bike sizes for a while, it is so refreshing to suddenly be in a position where I can go and get on a large and actually fit it for a change.
I thought about trying out like the next bike that I test ride, trying out a 29er that's a medium, and seeing because I will be riding that thing in park and riding it when I'm racing enduros to see if it's more maneuverable. If that makes sense.
What's that, Eric?
You wanted to try a large 29er. I mean, sorry, a medium 29er.
29er instead of, because I ride a large, and I was thinking about like if I size down but keep 29-inch tires, if that bike will be more maneuverable, like more playful in corners, and I don't know.
I mean, that's what Tag Along MTB Dakota did. He got a medium Evil. I don't think it's a Reckoning, but he's on an Evil.
He has an Insurgent, I think.
Yeah, Insurgent. He sized.
Rips.
Yeah, he got down onto a medium when he really should be a large at least. But he purposefully bought that bike for racing. Like it is not something that he goes on all day epics on. I mean, he does. He has it set up so he can. But I mean, if he wasn't such a ripper, he probably would get on a bigger bike.
You rode with him, right? Recently?
Yeah, and that dude is super fun, by the way. He rips, but he's also wicked laid back. Like, he knew that I was coming back from an injury,
yeah,
and I was on a bike that I wasn't used to. and he was super chill. It was all about making sure that like the group as a whole was having fun. So
Yeah.
like, you know, he did go on a free ride double black diamond, and he kind of looked back at me. He's like, you don't have to go on this one if you don't want to, but I'm not going to stop you. You're a tax-paying adult. You can do what you want.
I know our friend Seth went and rode. Seth Buckner went and rode at. He's been doing those Angel Fire races, and he said that Dakota was in front of him at the first one in that whatever that series is called. And I know just from seeing him on like RC, great Outdoor Gold and JF Rides videos that dude is a ripper. So I definitely need to ride with him next time I come up to Colorado.
Yeah, no, definitely. If anyone hasn't seen Tag Along MTB, y'all need to, because you're missing out. The dude is a legitimately solid rider, and he's good people too. Let me see if I can actually drop a link for the people who are in here.
And I saw you showed me his that 360 footage that you captured where he was following you and he's just freaking playing behind you, flicking his bike around. That's he's ridiculously good rider.
Oh yeah, and that was just him goofing off because I was going wicked slow. Tag along. Did I spell that right? Let's try it with a space. Oh, come on. Come on now.
So Kevin said he's on a medium, but he'd ride a large with a slammed stem.
Yeah, that was something when I was at Gorilla Gravity. We were trying to decide, you know, could I actually fit a medium better than a large? Because the large, funny enough, actually felt too big. It has a 490 reach. And so we were like, okay, do we want to size down to like a medium and just put a longer stem on there?
Oh yeah, drop a link to Wesley's channel. Actually, I can do that too.
Thanks.
I'm trying to find Tagalong's freaking YouTube channel. I'm getting to that point at the night where I've sipped enough whiskey and it's late. I'm starting to like, wait, what are we talking about? Bikes, right? They roll. They're pretty good.
On internet's being really shitty right now for some reason.
Okay, daily MTB rider did a mercy on me and put in Tagalong's YouTube channel in there. Definitely go check him out. He also has a really awesome border collie that chases along with him. And I've been talking with Dakota Tagalong that we need to go out. We need to find an awesome stretch of trail with these fall colors and film and edit and have Dakota's dog chase alongside him with a 360 camera. Like get like what's the opposite of a drone? Like the dog like chasing alongside. That is going to be pretty cool. So we'll see how that turns out.
I had a thought tonight with the GoPro 7 being as stable as it is, putting it on my dog and seeing.
I would legitimately be interested in trying or seeing what you do with that, because I kind of went out to try to go find a GoPro Black, but with the GoPro Fusion, I kind of used up my fun money for cameras since I'm buying a bike.
There's RC. He said Dakota's dog has all the Strava records.
I would believe that. His dog is freaking fast.
RC, you should hop in here if you're able to. If you have some, I don't know, maybe you're naked or something. Maybe you're not prepared for a live stream.
That shouldn't stop him. Should get him anyways.
Yeah, I remember seeing Dakota. I know he took a break from videos for a little bit because he was doing like it was enduro season. But I remember seeing him early on, and he was like going over some like gnarly, chunky trails, but like not keeping momentum and going really fast. And of course, his dog was following him.
Oh yeah. No, it's insane. Like his videos are legitimately fun to watch. He doesn't do a bunch of narration, so You don't really get to know him as a person, but a lot of people appreciate the no narration videos just because he is a good writer.
Yeah.
I got to watch him. He can make the tiniest little transition just boop, and just effortlessly, and then land it every time.
Well, if you go watch Outdoor Gold's video when they went and rode like Ribbon Trail and some other stuff out there, there were a bunch of like crazy rock rollers that he was trying, like really, really steep sections. And I think RC did them too. Maybe James, maybe Crashing Dad. All of them were on that trip. MTBing Adventures, I think, was there as well.
Yeah, no, a bunch of the guys were out there. I need to get out to Moab, but I don't think I'm going to do any of those rock rolls anytime soon. Maybe with enough, coaching from the other guys. Chump MTB hit a good point. It'd be awesome to see Wes and Tagalong get some more subscribers tonight. Wes makes some awesome stuff. So does Tagalong. So if you don't follow them, you should.
Yeah, Wesley's channel, by the way, right there he is. He does a lot of like family oriented stuff. He has a lot of really good short clips. Go and look at his channel. Scroll back. I remember one of the first videos I saw of yours, Wesley, was the Boom Splat video.
Oh God.
That's a real. That's a real butt pucker right there. How many ribs did you break in that video?
7 ribs in 14 places.
Oh,
how is that even possible?
Yeah. And then I had to hike out from the bottom with my bike.
So that was, you were going over like a 25-foot like creek gap, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I remember watching that at work and having to take my headphones off of my head and putting them down because of sounds you were making when you I couldn't. It was too much.
Yeah, I had my Karma grip and my backpack all strapped together because I was riding and filming. And after the ribs broke and I was trying to catch my breath, I thought that unsnapping all that stuff would be good. That was a bad idea.
Oh.
I was like, Jeremiah, snap this back in place.
My insider, my outsides.
I put out a video of Kaysen in the ramp build, and then I have one almost finished, of part 2, where he hits it and then crashes. So,
Oh no.
yeah. Luckily, my buddy Steven was with me, and he's good at calming him down and stuff.
Isn't it heartbreaking when your kid gets hurt riding bike?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when they're 5, like, blood is like, oh my God.
But I think it's also like a new level of pain for you to watch like your child be hurt. Like when that video where Owen fell into the cactus. Like it's a different feeling. Like if I get hurt, it's my fault. If my kid gets hurt, it's like a different feeling of despair and helplessness.
Plus, you got to take him home to the wife and explain what you did.
Yeah, that too. That too.
What happened was. Take it easy, Daily MTB Rider. Thanks for hanging out in the chat.
Josh, thanks for tuning in. Have fun on your vacation.
Which I think I might tag out to here, Eric. I gotta get some stuff done. I might have an early day tomorrow, so.
Actually, also have to leave soon as well. Oh, Joseph, I did want to ask you if you've tried this beer yet.
The brand looks familiar, but I don't think
Owl Brewing. It is a sour. RC is a sour fan. I'm pretty sure we've talked about it.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. I'm just trying to catch up with all the freaking beers that are here in Colorado.
Oh yeah,
I just bought 2 6-pack samplers from a local liquor store. They have an awesome selection of Colorados and make your own 6-pack. So like Kristen and I just grabbed a whole bunch of ciders and local brews, and I've been posting on Instagram stories every time I try one, and they've been pretty good so far. But anyways, Wes,
don't forget to do your exercises.
Yes. Wes is trying to been making sure that I've been staying accountable for getting into shape. I've been doing stretches, doing push-ups, doing pull-ups. Still need to start doing the yoga stuff. I actually know someone that instructs yoga, so I have no good excuse other than I'm being lazy. But
I would do yoga if I didn't have to like listen to all that, like pretend you're a tree and like your fingers are leaves. Like, can't we just focus on the stretching and not all the other stuff?
Or goats.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the person that I know and be like, can you just show me the moves?
Yeah.
So it looks like RC wants to tag in, so I'll tag out. Eric, I know you have to go soon, but he can pop in and
yeah. Oh, he said it would take too long for him to get set up on the live stream get up. So
okay. And then Shump MTV, $10 for the road. Keep up the great content, guys.
Shump, thank you so much. I think, man, I think that's your second super chat tonight, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all your support. And when I make it out to Sedona, I will definitely be looking you up because I know you know all the best spots out there. But yeah, I think I'm actually also going to sign off just because.
Eric,
what's up?
Congratulations, man. You work really hard. You work really, really hard at that stuff, and man, you deserve it.
Thanks, man. Hey, I'm excited to see like what you've been like cranking out edits like basically every day, which is insane. That's insane to me. Hold on, I gotta.
Yeah, but I don't put as much in them, but I appreciate that.
Every little bit counts.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Especially like all the like. Everybody's gonna ride it tomorrow, but all the rotor burn stuff, man. That your video.
Rotor smoke.
Rotor smoke. That's right. Your rotor smoke video is.
Rotor burns is what happens when when your ankle gets too close to the
yeah.
Like that.
I think the point is that everyone's gonna burn through their brake pads on this trail.
Switch to centered.
Yeah.
No brake pads.
Brakes? You mean the quit button?
Yeah, that's the quit button.
Oh, hey, one guy, Victor Bautista, is coming to Austin next month, visiting his friends that moved here. Time to get shreddy. Yes, dude, you should message me or email me or something when you're in town. I'll take you somewhere.
Definitely. And if you don't bring a bike, there are plenty of good rental options
here as well. Oh yeah, yes, 2-hour stream. Yeah, I'm actually going to sign off, guys, just because it's 11 a.m. here, which means it's midnight East Coast, and I have some pre-riding to do tomorrow.
See you out there.
Yeah, Wesley, you do as well.
All right, guys.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Y'all have a good one.
See ya. Joseph, thanks for tuning in. Everybody out there, thanks so much for subscribing. Thanks for joining in on my journey and watching my videos. I appreciate all of you. And until next time, stay shreddy.
Woot.
Insert punch.wave.